What's good, YouTube? Adriannthakidd, and I'm lit. We back in this bit, man. Today we got some RIDDLES, you know what I'm saying? Today we will solve all 15 riddles, and you'll outsmart this person, you know what I'm saying? Now look, man, I already know black tank top is crazy, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man? Hey, let's get to these riddles, man. I don't know if I need a piece of paper, but let's get it.
Sarah was in her hotel room when she heard a knock on the door. When she looked through the peephole, she saw a man standing outside.
Okay.
"Sorry for bothering you. I'm the hotel manager," he said. "Our database has crashed, and I need to recheck some information." Sarah said she would be back in a moment, got away from the door, and called the hotel security. She said there is a man trying to rob her. How did she know?
I mean, he's wearing a name tag, and that does not look like him. Now, look, it could be, you know what I'm saying, but name tag's wrong. He has half of a beard, no mustache, no eyebrows, no love, no hoes, no wife, no family. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. This nigga's just ugly. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm at the hotel and I look through the little peephole, you know what I'm saying? Dang, you can't even see me. I look through the peephole, I see an ugly girl. Tell me something. I need to get some information from this room from you. I'm calling the police too. What the? Hey.
Look at the man's name tag.
Yep.
It's a female name. He's not the real hotel manager.
I mean, hey, he could be. You know what I'm saying?
When Anna got to school, she noticed that her friend Joan was very upset. It was just the beginning of the day, but someone had already stolen her backpack. Joan left the beginning of the day, but someone had already stolen her backpack. Joan left the classroom to go to the bathroom, and at that moment, someone must have got inside and stolen her things. Anna started her own investigation.
Okay.
Jenna from the robotics lab said she'd been fixing a robot that morning.
Okay.
Kate from the cheerleading squad had just begun her practice. And
In the morning?
James said he'd spent 3 hours trying to solve a math problem and was now exhausted.
That is crazy.
Anna knew right away who had taken the backpack. Can you figure it out?
Alright, so this fool said apparently spent. Hold on. Is going back cheating? I don't care. Alright.
When Anna got to school, the real friend Joan was very upset. It was just the beginning of the day, but someone had already stolen her backpack. Joan left the classroom to go to the bathroom, and at that moment, someone must have got inside and stolen her things.
Okay.
Anna started her own investigation.
Detective
Jenna
the
from
kid
the
in the
robotics
building
lab said she'd been fixing a robot that morning. Kate from the cheerleading squad had just begun her practice.
Cheerleaders usually practice after school, you know what I'm saying? So hey, I got my eyes on you, Kate.
And James said he'd spent 3 hours
trying
to solve a math problem and was now exhausted.
Alright, it's James. Weirdo.
Anna knew right away who had taken the backpack.
Yep.
Can you figure it out?
Cheerleaders don't practice in the morning, but this fool said he spent 3 hours, so it's gotta be him. Look, bro, what is this pose?
It was James.
Yeah.
The school day had just started.
That's what I'm saying.
How could he have been there for 3 hours already?
Let's that nigga trying to get some extra credit.
On a beautiful morning, Michael and Christina went on a hike. At some point, they saw a river they had to cross. Both of them needed to get to the other side. However, the boat could only make one trip back and forth and take one of them at a time. Still, both of them managed to get across. How?
Did one person just swim? One person swam, one person was in the boat. That's light, man. Come on.
That's easy. They both went on a hike on the same day, but they weren't together, so they arrived at the river at the same time, but they were on the opposite banks. So after the boat took Christina to the other side of the river, Michael managed to get to the opposite bank too. At a party, there were 9 candies in a box.
Chocolate?
9 people took 9 candies, but one candy was still in the box. How could that be possible? At a party, there were 9 candies in a box. 9 people took 9 candies, but one candy was still in the box. How could that be possible?
Somebody must have put it back. It said 9 people took the candy. It didn't say they ate the candy. I'm really paying attention. You know what I'm saying?
The last person took the candy that was still in the box.
Oh, hey, hold on, man. We gotta put on the appropriate hat for this vid, man. Look, man. Anytime you using anytime you're doing some brain work, you know what I'm saying, you gotta throw on your thinking cap, you know what I'm saying? So let's get it, man. Thinking cap, Adrian. Hey, Adrian, the context clues, man.
After tomorrow becomes yesterday, then
what?
Still in the box.
What?
The last person took the candy that was still in the box. When the day after tomorrow becomes yesterday, then today will be as far from Sunday as the day it was today when the day before yesterday was tomorrow. Which
Nigga, what? That sounds like something I would say. Alright, so when the day after tomorrow becomes yesterday. The day after tomorrow becomes yesterday. Then today will be as far from Sunday. So the farthest day from Sunday is Monday, right? I think. My camera just flashed. Then today will be as far from Sunday as the day it was today. When the day before was the tomorrow of yesterday before today. Yes.
Which day is it?
It's either Monday or yes. You only got two options here. You know what I'm saying? Or no, that's always an option.
It's Sunday. Look, the day after tomorrow becomes yesterday on Wednesday. The day before yesterday was tomorrow on
Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up, man.
Tomorrow becomes yesterday on Wednesday.
The day after.
The day before
Wednesday's
yesterday
not
was
before
tomorrow
tomorrow.
on Thursday. And Wednesday
Sunday.
Thursday are equally far from Sunday.
Yeah, this thinking cap not.
Susanna was walking
You're
down
not
the
working.
street when she saw a dog. It looked like the dog had just run away, so she picked it up and started searching for its owner.
So she stole
She
it?
walked into a co-working
Either
space.
one.
There were
Stole
3
it.
people there. Susanna knew immediately who the owner was. How did she figure it out?
I see the leash right here. But he ain't got no collar on. So this fool is just reading the book with his legs crossed. It's got to be the middle dude.
Look at the guy in
Even
the
though
middle.
the dog ain't wearing
He's
a
sitting
collar.
on top of a dog leash.
I'm done.
It was Brian's birthday, and he
Come on,
organized a
thank you,
game
Cap.
for his friends. He placed 2 cards, one yellow and one red, inside a box.
Okay.
The rule said that if a person picked the red card, they would win $7,000. But if they picked the yellow card, they would have to pay $700.
Ooh.
Nobody knew that Brian had lied. He'd put 2 yellow cards inside the box instead of one red
What a
and one
bastard.
yellow. Brian's friend Sandra watched her friends lose the game one by one. But when it was Sandra's turn, she won $7,000. How? Picked the one yellow and day, and he organized a game for his friends. He placed 2 cards, one yellow and one red, inside a box. The rule said that if a person picked the red card, they would win $7,000. Nobody knew that Brian had lied. He'd put 2 yellow cards inside the box instead of one red and one yellow. When it was
All right, I got it. She flipped the card. She flipped one of the cards over, and it must have been red. Must have been.
When it was her turn, she picked one of the yellow cards, not showing it to anyone. Then, she picked the remaining card, which was also yellow, and showed it to her friends. Brian had to admit that the first card she'd drawn and hidden was red. Otherwise, all his friends would know he was a liar. Way to go, Sandra.
What?
Amy has to escape from a high-security
She did.
room, but to do so, she has to solve a riddle. There are 2 strings in the room,
That made no
and
sense.
the only information she has is that each string takes exactly 1 hour to burn.
Okay.
She needs to time exactly 45 minutes with the help of the strings. How can she do it?
Yes. So she needs 45 minutes to burn a 1 hour string. Yes. The answer is 25.
Amy should light both ends of the first string and one end of the second
And
string.
then in the second
in
string,
30
yeah,
minutes,
and
the first string will burn completely,
That's
since
what I'm
it'll
saying.
burn twice faster with both ends on fire. Then, she should light the second end of the second string. At that time, the second string will have 30 minutes left to burn. But by lighting its other end,
That's why I
Amy
say,
will
yeah,
make it
yeah,
burn
15,
in 15
yeah. So
minutes.
that's 45.
Voila! 45 minutes measured.
Adrian, the context clues.
On
what
January
I said,
1st,
man.
Devin called the police to report a crime.
What a
He
snitch.
said he'd gone to his neighbor's New Year's Eve party the night before. And while he was away, someone broke into his house and stole his laptop and other valuables. When the police
What was
asked about the
lacking?
party, Devin said it had been great. There was good food and string lights were shining brightly and beautifully. Devin added that his neighbor could have been the one to steal his things. Maybe he snuck inside the house when Devin was at his place, having fun. The police officer went to interrogate Devin's neighbor, Tom. But as soon as Tom opened the door, the officer knew he wasn't guilty. Devin was lying. How did he understand this?
Wait, who's Devin?
Tom was at his place, having fun. The police officer went to interrogate Devin's neighbor, Tom.
Okay.
But as soon as Tom
This is
opened
Tom.
the door, the officer knew he wasn't guilty. Devin was lying.
Okay.
How did he understand this?
I mean, he has his hands up like this, so I'm assuming he didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? Cause I mean, if Tom was throwing a party at his house, then I don't think he was in your house, my guy. I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe he left, but why would you leave your house with a bunch of people in it?
Look at the string lights on the tree. They're missing 3 bulbs. It means they couldn't be working the night before. Devin is lying. Matthew was on an expedition to the South Pole. He had been exploring the area for days when a storm began.
He's in the
Looking
South
for shelter,
Pole. Is he
he
trying to see
managed to
Santa
find
Claus?
2 caves. In the first cave, there was a very hungry-looking polar bear. In the second cave, the air was filled with toxic gas. Which cave should he choose?
Wait.
The air was
where is
filled
he?
with toxic gas. Hungry-looking polar bear. He managed to find 2 caves. In the first cave, there was a very hungry-looking polar bear. In the second cave, the air was filled with toxic gas.
Okay.
Which cave should he choose?
All right. So I'm gonna say the first cave because I feel like Brightside's gonna be like, well, actually, polar bears don't live in the where's it? South America. Or the South Pole? One of them. Well, actually, they only live in Antarctica.
The first cave. Polar bears don't live at the South Pole.
See what I'm saying?
Jerry has an apple tree. The number of apples on his tree doubles every week. 30 weeks later, the
That boy
tree
getting
is
money.
completely covered in fruit.
Okay.
Can you guess how many weeks the tree will need to become covered in oranges?
The fuck did you just ask me?
As an apple. The bears don't live at the South doubles every week. Jerry has an apple tree. The number of
He's an
apples on
apple
his
tree.
tree doubles every week. 30 weeks later, the tree is completely covered in fruit.
Okay.
Can you guess how many weeks the tree will need to become covered in oranges?
0. It will never. It will never become filled with oranges if it's an apple tree. Adrian, the context clues, man.
Oranges don't grow on apple trees,
Right.
but if I asked you about apples, the answer would be 29 weeks, because, as we know, the number of apples doubles every week. Nobody has ever walked this way. What way is it?
My teeth. Nobody has ever walked this way. Sideways? I'm trying to think because they be throwing in little slick up in there. Nobody has ever walked this way.
Nobody has ever walked this way. What way is it?
What way is it? It's this way. Nobody's ever walked that way. Yeah, that way. I used to travel the same way.
The Milky Way. Dave was held in
Alright, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this vid, man. Leave a thumbs down, man. What's wrong with y'all?
a one.
Hold on. About you every night. Alright, let's go.
150-foot high tower of an ancient castle. In his cell,
150
there was
feet
nothing
tower?
other than a pair of scissors and a 75-foot long rope.
Jump. Whoa.
Despite
I'm
this,
tripping.
when the guards
I'm
came to
tripping.
check on him the next morning, they saw he had managed to escape. How
Hey.
did he do it?
What do you mean? How did he do it, bro? Hey, I'm soaring down that mug. But look, how he did it. He had a rope and some scissors. You know what I'm saying? So 75 times 2 is 150. You know what I'm saying? So that's like half the length. So what he did. So he took the scissors, right? And he cut the string in half. You know what I'm saying? And then he went, yeah. If I get this right, I'm gonna go.
He cut the rope in the middle, but rather than cutting it across, he cut it along.
Yeah.
Then he tied both pieces of the rope together
75
and safely
times
got
2.
down to the ground. Genius, huh?
Yeah.
On the outskirts
See,
of the
hey, I
town,
would
there was
escape
a
that, you
haunted
know what I'm
house.
saying?
A group of friends decided to check it out. They went there at night, But as soon as they got there,
bro, I didn't know.
John
kind of pissed me off.
refused to go inside and tried to stop the others. But they just laughed at him and went inside, leaving him behind. There were several terrible crashing sounds coming from the house. And then everything went still. John never saw his friends again. How did John understand that there was something seriously wrong with the house?
It was the exorcism. Bro, I'm still trying to... Bro,
John was very attentive. He noticed that there were lots of footprints leading towards the house, but none going away. Rachel was in her office when security called her, saying there was a robber in the building and he was trying to escape.
Okay.
She ran to the elevators to get outside.
What the hell? Bro, what? What happened? Alright, well, I'm gonna end it off right there, man. I gotta find it, bro. That whole, bro. Bro. And there's not a lot of places it can go, but that thing is gone. Wherever it went, man. So look, man, hope y'all enjoyed this vid, man. If y'all did, make sure to leave a like, comment, a little scarf more, man. H in the contest clues with his thinking cap came through again. Feel what I'm saying? Look, man. 486, man. We trying to get to 500. You know what I'm saying? We got the hot tip challenge coming at 500 subs, man. Go ahead, sub up, man. Yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this vid, man. If y'all did, make sure to like, comment, a little scarf more, man. Follow my associate at the bottom, Adriannthakidd, and let him out this bit, man. Gang.